Good morning, Missouri. I'm Stephanie Redden. Thanks for joining us. Purdue's men's basketball coach, Matt Painter, will stay put. And with MU's coaching search likely to be much more quiet than it was when going after Matt Painter, here are a few coaches that could be on any program's short list. VCU's Shaka Smart, who has proven he can recruit and coach, at least the past 2 years. Anthony Grant from Alabama, previously the coach at VCU. Wichita State's Greg Marshall, who has had success at Wichita State and also at Winthrop. All three of these candidates are still coaching in postseason tournaments. Or Mizzou could turn to more season choices from big conferences, including Kevin Stallings at Vanderbilt or John Beline at Michigan. The Boone County Sheriff's Office has $4,000 in its pockets. That's thanks to a recent donation by the Cosmopolitan Columbia Luncheon Club. The money will go to the department's K-9 program, which in its nearly 20th year, it's almost entirely funded by public donations. The department currently has 2 service dogs. Governor Jay Nixon and MoDOT's director say Missouri is trying to get $1 billion in federal funds. It would go toward rail projects along the St. Louis to Kansas City passenger rail corridor. That's all for now. The Today Show will be right back. Good morning, Missouri. I'm Stephanie Redding. Here's a look at your morning headlines. Purdue's men's basketball coach, Matt Painter, will stay Purdue's men's basketball coach. Missouri Athletic Director Mac Alden had made a very public pitch to try and land Coach Painter, even traveling to Florida to try and lure him away from his alma mater. But after reports on Wednesday that Painter would come to Missouri, Painter landed back at Purdue after signing a new lucrative 8-year deal. Whether Painter was going to come to Missouri remains unknown. But what is clear, the search begins anew for MU's next basketball coach. And with MU's coaching search likely to be much more quiet than it was when going after Matt Painter, here are a few coaches that could be on any program's short list. VCU's Shaka Smart, who has proven he can recruit and coach at least the past 2 years. Anthony Grant from Alabama, previously the coach at VCU. Wichita State's Greg Marshall, who has had success at Wichita State and also at Winthrop. All three of these candidates are still coaching in postseason tournaments. Or Mizzou could turn to more season choices from big conferences, including Kevin Stallings at Vanderbilt or John Beline at Michigan. A new study ranks Boone County in the top 10 healthiest counties in Missouri. The University of Wisconsin Population Health Institute conducted that study. It looked at areas like birth and death rates along with wellness of life. Researchers gathered information from national statistics, phone surveys, and health departments. Jane Cooper of Columbia Public Health and Human Services says the factors like air quality and the number of parks may have put Boone County in the top 10. Well, that's all your news for now. Back to the Today Show. Good morning, Mid-Missouri. I'm Stephanie Redden. Thanks for joining us. Today kicks off the 45th Annual Missouri Leadership and Skills Conference. Lynn State Technical College will host the event again this year. It welcomes more than 70 Missouri high schools and 6 community colleges, with about 2,000 students and teachers on hand. The 3-day competition involves leadership skill and written contests preparing for the nation contest in June. A Missouri man admits his role in a mistaken identity kidnapping. 22-year-old Andrew Waddell of Rich Hill, Missouri, pleaded guilty to first-degree kidnapping of a New Jersey businessman. The case stems from his role in kidnapping a 61-year-old who eventually escaped. Waddell and others involved thought he was a New York money broker, but they had the wrong guy with the same name. Prosecutors are pushing for 18 years behind bars. Authorities in eastern Missouri say a man walking along a track south of St. Louis died after a railroad maintenance worker hit him. The accident yesterday afternoon happened in Jefferson County, just west of I-55. A witness told police the driver sounded the horn more than 20 times, but the man didn't hear it. A volunteer at the shelter where the man had been staying said the 37-year-old man was hard of hearing. That's your news for now. We'll be back in 25 minutes with the local news and weather. Thanks for watching. The Today Show will be right back. Good morning, Missouri. I'm Stephanie Redding. Here's a look at your top stories this morning. Police in Colombia and Mexico believe they have a man in custody who inappropriately touched women in 3 separate incidents. It started Tuesday at the Mexico Walmart when police say 44-year-old Lauren Beers touched the outside of a woman's clothing and made inappropriate comments. This happened late in the morning while the woman was shopping. About 30 minutes later, a similar incident happened at Columbia's Boone Hospital Center involving an employee. Police says Beers then chased another hospital worker while she was walking to her car. After he left, the police hospital said Beers was involved in two separate hit-and-run cases. Authorities arrested him shortly after the second crash. A new study ranks Boone County in the top 10 healthiest in Missouri. The University of Wisconsin Population Institute conducted that study. It looked at areas like births and death rates along with wellness of life. Jane Cooper of Columbia Public Health and Human Services says factors like the quality of air and the number of parks may have put Boone County in the top. That's all we have for right now. We'll be back in 25 minutes.